I'm so excited to be here today to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the major lessons that I got from UPW, Unleash the Power Within, which is Tony Robbins' event that I went here in Miami in the last week of November, or this past week in November, 2019, just in case you watch this sometime later. So it was a really, really powerful event. And I wanted to share this with you guys and tell you a little bit about some of the lessons, some of the major takeaways that I got from it, because it really was an extremely powerful event that I believe was really life-changing. Now, a little bit of backstory. In case we haven't met, I'm Fabi Paolini, brand strategy and online business coach, and I help entrepreneurs, consultants, coaches, service providers basically be able to feel in position. I was like, what? Feel and position themselves as total authorities online, be able to build powerful and impactful and premium brand that attracts and captivate their ideal audiences online by helping people just create a lot of clarity in their message and eliminate confusion and build confidence. So I've been in my own personal development journey for the past few years. So this isn't new. This isn't the first time that I've ever done anything in terms of personal development. I've been doing a lot of things that I've been able to do in the past few years in terms of personal development that have been extremely helpful for me. I've been reading a lot of books. There's a lot of stuff. I wish I could turn the screen around and show you how many books that I've read, but it's crazy. So it's not the first time that I had worked on some of these things myself, but obviously it was the first time that I had ever been to a Tony Robbins event, which was definitely something new. I had seen Tony Robbins in live before last year for only 4 hours, but this is 4 super intense days. And it was a really, truly incredible experience. Oh, you could see some of my notes from it. Here it is. Trade expectations for appreciation. Success is inevitable and I deserve success. Anyways, some of my notes are there. That was on purpose. All right, so I wanted to talk about some of the major lessons because I feel like it was truly transformational, and a lot of things that I learned there were things that are worth remembering and worth talking about. So I feel like the first thing that I felt was really, really fundamental was understanding that there's nothing more important in our lives than our emotion, that are more than emotion, that our state, right? Than the way that we feel each and every single moment of our lives. And ideally, we want to be at this place where we're like at this like, yes, I can do it, right? And like I can do it all and always feel on top of the world and like unstoppable. Ideally, that's what we want, because when we're in that sort of state, we really do become unstoppable, right? Like think about any time when you feel like you're like, I'm on freaking fire. I am it. Like this is it. I'm on fire. There's nothing I can do. It feels really, really good. And it really feels like you have all these ideas and all these things that come to you that you had not thought about before. And you're like, wow, let me try this. Let me try that. Let me do this. And we really become a force. So what we want to do in our day-to-day, in our lives, is be able to create that state in ourselves as much as we possibly can. Obviously, probably it's improbable that we can live in that state 24/7, right? Maybe not, but we want to try to achieve it as much as possible, because when we feel good, we take action that feels good and we get really good results. Like pretty simple and pretty obvious, right? I mean, think about like if you've ever had a point where you feel like, feel like a little bit crappy or a little bit slow or not really great, you're tired, you simply don't take action the same way as when you're like, I'm on fire. Hey, Nicole, you don't, right? When we don't feel good, we do things because they become a should, right? Like I should do this, I should do that, and we don't do it from a place of like, I get to do this. I love my life. I love everything that I'm doing. I'm so excited about it. And what happens is that, our results obviously aren't outstanding. They're okay or they're not so okay, depending on what's going on. So, okay, so let's talk about how can we, or what are the things that we can do to be able to affect those emotions and to be able to affect that state. Really, the way that Tony explains it, there's really 3 core things that you need to focus on, or that you can focus on, in order to really change your perspective or the way that you feel. And the first one is physiology. And when he talks about physiology, it's really about just moving, right? Moving, dancing, working out, doing whatever it is that it takes for you to feel good. And the way that Tony says it is emotion is created by motion. Anyways, emotion is created by emotion. So literally jumping up and dancing and feeling good and doing all these, like a lot of these things, they really help a lot in building your energy and just changing your state as fast as you possibly can. And I'll tell you a little bit of a backstory around this because, you know, for me, I've already noticed this, and you've probably noticed it as well, right? Like whenever you sleep for 12 hours, that doesn't happen a lot over here because I have 2 kids. Never mind that. But whenever you sleep for like 12 hours, you wake up feeling more exhausted than ever before, right? Like, you know what I mean? Sleeping and resting sometimes aren't that great at giving us energy. But sometimes when we go out, we work out, we dance, we do things like that. Obviously, if you're not hungover or anything like that, we really feel a ton of energy afterwards. And I've been noticing for myself in my life a lot that whenever I worked out, it just feels like I was feeling great. So I've been really focused already in the past 3 months, 4 months already. I've been working out every single day, or not every day, but 4 or 5 times a week, let's say it like that. And, you know, yes, getting abs would be nice. I mean, I'm on my way to getting those like 6 packs, maybe in a few months or something like that. That would be nice. But really when I'm working out, for me, it becomes like a pill. And the best way that I can describe it is like if I was a diabetic and I needed insulin, and like going to the gym is my insulin. It really helps me feel really great because just like everybody else, I struggle with mindset and I struggle with self-doubt and I struggle with self-confidence and comparing myself and all the crap that we all go through. And some of us don't want to admit, but I know that you go through it as well. So what really helps me feel great and stay focused and have that energy that I can do anything is really going to the gym. So I came back from the event on Sunday. I was exhausted. Monday, I didn't go to the gym. I was like, I need a rest. I need to sleep. But Tuesday and Wednesday, I went. And Wednesday morning, and I'm going to the gym at 6:30 o'clock in the morning, which to me is like almost like if I was getting up at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's horrible. I have a 10-month-old baby who's waking up at night sometimes. So I don't want to get up at that early, but I'm doing it anyways because it really just changes the way that I feel. So anyways, yesterday morning, I get up, I get dressed, I'm like exhausted. Baby has been sick all week and fever and like I haven't been sleeping well. I get up, I get dressed, and just as I'm walking out the door, my 4-year-old Natalie wakes up and cries like, "Mommy," calls me out. And I was like, shoot, okay, I go back and I console her and I help her fall asleep again, whatever. And I look at, and I'm just starting to fall asleep because I got in bed with her and I was like, you know, starting to feel sleepy. I look at the clock, it's 6:28. My gym class starts at 6:30. I was like, I'm not gonna make it. And then that thing pops into my head. Motion creates emotion. I was like, shoot, I need to get up because I need to feel great today. I need to feel great every single day. So I jumped out of bed. I ran to the gym that's across the street from where I live. So it's really close or nearby. And I made it, and it was such a great class, and I felt really great. And I felt great all day long yesterday because of it. So really, you know, we can all have a gazillion excuses of why not to work out, or why I'm not going to do this, or I don't have time, I have a baby, I have this, I have that. There's a million reasons why you should not work out. But but you have the one reason that has all the weight in the world. And that reason is that you really feel amazing when you work out. More than the abs and the weight loss and all that stuff, it really is about just feeling great about your day, about your confidence, your certainty. All these things change. So really, that's the first thing that Tony talks about in terms of changing your state, and it really is connected to your physical body. So one of the things that he talks about is like the Superman pose, or dancing, or working out, doing whatever it takes. And obviously, I'm still from have a high from the event. I just came from it. So we'll see how long it lasts. Hopefully it lasts forever. But this whole week, anytime that I've been like I've had little moments of thoughts, like negative thoughts or feelings or whatever pop into my head. I'm like, no, no. And I'm jumping up and down like a mad person. And my husband who went to the event with me is jumping up and down with me. And our daughters are looking at us like, what is going on with these people? But it really does make a difference in feeling good. So if you want to change your state, I would suggest start with jumping around where you're at. Like put on music. I have a really, oh, by the way, actually, let me share this with you guys. Let me see if I can share it with you guys here. I have a really good playlist in Spotify. I'm going to try to get it and send it to you guys. I have a really good playlist in Spotify that I call like Fabi Soundtrack of Awesome. And it really allows me to feel really, really good. I'm trying to find it, but I'll find it afterwards and I'll share it on the comments afterwards because I don't know how to find the link to it. But anyways, so that's the first thing. The second thing that you want to focus on is your focus. So again, second thing to focus on to be able to change your state and feel great is your focus. And that comes from asking yourself, what are you focusing on right now? Are you focusing on things that you can't control? Are you focusing on things that you don't have? You know, because one of the things that Tony said that really impacted me and I loved was like, if you keep looking for things that are wrong, you're going to find a lot of them. There's always a reason for you to quit, for you not to do things, for you not to take action, for you not to do whatever. Like there's always a reason for you to stop what you're doing. And there's always something wrong. If you look hard enough, there's always something wrong. However, if you look hard enough, you will always find something right as well. And you will always find another reason to keep on going as well. So instead of focusing on the things that you don't have, the things that you aren't, the things that you wish you could change, focus on the things that where you are right now. Like that's it, you know, and stop being so hard on yourself on like where you think you should be or what you think you should have, or just all of these little ideas and things that, you know, that usually could hold you back. So that second thing is what you're focusing on. For me, and this is why this message I have written over here, which wasn't on purpose that you guys were to see it, but it says trade expectations for appreciation. That little line has been so impactful for me in this past week because I've been really thinking a lot about like just what that means, right? It's not about expecting things to happen, but about being grateful for exactly where it is that I am right this very minute. And I know that you suffer from this as well. If you're human, give me a little heart if this what I'm going to say is resonating with you. Basically, you're always in a point where you wish you were somewhere else. Like we always wish that we were, you know, we had more money or had more clients or had more followers or had more likes or had more of something. And we always are stuck at this place of like, am I really enough? Is this really enough? And the truth is that what you have to understand is that you are exactly where you need to be at this very minute. Like this is the place where you need to be. So instead of making this whole thing about all these horrible things or whatever where you're not or what you're lacking, how about you start changing your focus and appreciate the things that you have achieved so far or where you are right now. And then the third thing that Tony talks about changing in order to be able to transform your state is your meaning. And it kind of connects with what I was talking about before in terms of focus. So what I mean with meaning is, what is the meaning that you're giving to things? You know, I had a call today with my students from my program Breakthrough Brand. And this is a program that helps entrepreneurs in building their businesses and getting clarity in their message and marketing strategies and all these different things. And one of the things that we were talking about on that is, again, this idea of, you know, I'm not where I want to be, or like, what does this mean if I'm here? Or what does it mean if I'm there? I'm supposed to be here, and comparing ourselves to other people. And really what you want to do is focus on where you are right now and how these things are actually your strengths. So one of the people on the call today was saying like, well, maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm too old to be building my business. And one of the things that I told her was, well, what if your oldness, don't know if that's a word, but what if your age is actually the thing that makes you strong, the thing that makes you different, the thing that makes people say, wow, I really want to work with this person because she has experience. So all the things that you think that you're not, all the things that you lack are maybe all the things that are actually there to make you stronger because you're amazing because of them. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to understand, and I'm going to go a little bit towards talking about businesses in particular, but you have to understand that building a business and being successful in business really comes down to having people connect with who you are, having people resonate with you. We do not live in a world anymore where businesses were like these corporations that were very cold and very separate from people. We live in a world of social media where you're watching me right now, where you could hear my stories, you could hear my voice, you could hear me share all these different things that are who I'm all about, right? So instead of getting stuck on like, I want to be perfect and I'm too old or I'm too young or I'm not educated enough or I'm not this or I'm not that or I don't have enough followers, focus on your strengths. And your strengths are in your story, are in your uniqueness, are in your personalities, are in your flaws. You know, if you were to go back to watch the first videos that I did here on Facebook or on Instagram or YouTube or wherever, they really sucked. They were really crappy. And I got better at it as I got along the way. And as I learned to just be myself and stop trying to be perfect. At first, they were like, hello, let us talk about branding. And now I'm like, you know what? Screw it. This is who I am. Either you love me or you hopefully don't hate me, but either you love me or you don't. And if you don't love me, it is okay. Go hire somebody else. You don't have to hire me, but you have to be yourself. Let people fall in love with who you are. You know, like for me, there's a lot of different things that make me who I am and make me powerful, right? And really my power is in myself and your power is in yourself as well. So instead of giving meaning and thinking, oh my God, what are people going to say? Are they going to like me? Are they not going to like me? Just freaking be yourself. And if they don't like you, screw it. Let them go to somebody else. It doesn't matter. You are not here to make other people happy. You're here to just be yourself and let yourself, let being yourself be the thing that inspires other people and drives them straight into their in your business. You know, when I look at my clients, they all resonate with me. You know, I have a 10-month-old baby and I have a 4-year-old daughter, and sometimes they're on calls with me and sometimes they're running around with me, and that is okay. If it's something that bothers you, that I'm a mom, that I have built a business like this, that I'm not professional enough, you do not, please don't hire me, please. I don't want you as a client. I want people that love who I am. And you want people who love who you are, because who you are is amazing. And you have so many stories, so many experiences, so many challenges that you've faced along the way that you've all been able to overcome. And even if you're just like a little tiny baby step ahead of somebody, like the tiniest baby step ahead of somebody, that is enough to help somebody along the way. Like, you know, and just think about all the things that you've been through. How amazing would it have been to have somebody like you, where you are right now, to help you out, even if it was a month ago, to tell you, hey, that's not exactly how you do things. It's this way that you go, and have those little shortcuts to life. So that third thing, and I'll recap what I was talking about. That third thing is meaning. So the 3 things I was talking about is the 3 things that you need to change, or you need to focus on, or you need to transform in order to change your state. And when I talk about state, I mean like your energy, your energy, how you feel, right? And the 3 things are your physiology, which is moving physically. The second one is focus. So what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on lack? Are you focusing on abundance? And that kind of reminds me of Abraham Hicks. If you haven't checked them out, check it out. And the third thing is meaning. So what is the meaning that you give to things? And when you fix these 3 things, or tweak these 3 things, these are the things that are going to alter your state. Ideally, what you want is to be in a state where you just feel absolutely amazing about yourself. You feel powerful, you feel strong, you feel incredible, you feel like I'm ready to crush it, and I'm ready to do whatever it takes, and I'm ready to take action, and you're doing it from heart. I talk about this with my clients all the freaking time. I talk about head versus heart. And what this means to me personally is, head is all about the strategy, the tactics, the things, like the email that I have to send out, the webinar, what is the structure, what is the function, what are the parts? And heart is like, I'm just gonna feel good about it. And what you wanna do, ideally, to build success in your business is really bring these two things together. Bring head, bring heart, and bring these together to build power in everything that you do. Yes, you want to build things from strategy, because we all need strategies to be able to build long-term success and build scalability and some sort of certainty or dependability, or knowing how much money you're going to make every single month. But for you to be able to have success in building those strategies, you need to do them from heart, not by following like a script or some cookie cutter little thing, but actually doing things that feel good, right? Like getting out there and not having everything planned out, and just opening space for spontaneity as much as you possibly can. So I actually created a PDF. I'll send it to you guys over here. And this was, again, me being spontaneous. It wasn't planned at all. I'm sharing the link in the comments, but I created a PDF about UPW and some of the major takeaways that I got from it. And I was talking to my clients about it today. And, you know, a lot of what I do in business as a business coach is there's a big mix of the things I was just talking about, right? There's a big mix of strategy of like, okay, these are the strategies that you need to follow. Let's create a funnel. Let's figure out the right words, the right message, the right way to position yourself. But I also bring so much mindset into everything that I do, because I understand that from personal experience, by the way, that without mindset, you have nothing, unfortunately, or fortunately, actually, because mindset is really good to have. But you need to have these things in place. You need to have heart, and you need to have belief, and you need to have certainty in yourself so that you can build success in your business. So actually, if you're curious a little bit about how we can help you in your own business as well, if you're looking to get clarity in your message, scale your business, position yourself online, even if you're like, I'm just starting out, how could I possibly position myself as an authority if I don't have like 25 case studies of clients behind me to be able to say like, ooh, hire me? I can still help you do that. There is a way to be able to position yourself, even if you don't have a ton of clients, and even if you don't have like a PhD in what you do. And if you need help in building the marketing strategies to create your business, I'm going to share with you guys a link to book a call with my team. And here it is, FabioPaolini.com/call. And basically what we'll do is we'll look at where you are at right now. Maybe you're just starting out. Maybe you don't have a business yet, and you're like, well, I don't even know what I want to build. We can help you. Maybe you do have a business and you're like, I'm not making as much money as I wish I was making because something in my message is not coming across correctly. So what we'll do is we'll look at what's going on with you. We'll look at how to tweak things so that you can be able to transform your business and get to where you want to be. But so again, go ahead and book your call, FabioPaolini.com/call. It's totally free. It's totally no strings attached. It is strings attached, okay? Oh no, obviously no strings attached, and it is absolutely amazing. But really going back to what I was saying with Tony, it was an absolutely amazing event, and I got so much value out of it. And now, like, just being able to change my state instantly, right? Feel great instantly, feel powerful, and feel like there's nothing impossible for me. And it has really been important for me to understand some of these things and bring them into my life, and just getting that clarity around my strength as much as I possibly can. Anyways, hopefully this was helpful. Make sure if you want to find out more about Unleash the Power Within and how, like, some of the major takeaways that I got from it, make sure you guys download the guide that I created, FabioPaolini.com/UPW. It was a really awesome guide, by the way. I loved it. I loved creating it. It was just like a thing of like, I'm inspired. I'm doing it from heart. I want to share with you guys. So check it out there. And then if you want to book a call with me and my team to see if we can help you with branding, messaging, marketing your business, go ahead to FabioPaolini.com/call, and I will see you there. Let me know in the comments if this like fired you up. Like, you can tell that I'm on fire today, right? This is what happens when you start your day just feeling great. And I did not work out this morning because I work out 4 or 5 times a week. So I don't go on Thursdays to the gym. I will be there tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning. So fun. Not really. But what I do every single morning is I visualize. I take 20 minutes every single morning where I focus on gratitude and focus on the things that I'm grateful for right this very minute, and feeling absolutely amazing, and focus on the things that I want to achieve in the future that I have not achieved yet, but I visualize, I close my eyes, and I imagine as if it were real right this very minute. I get into it, I jump up and down, I celebrate it as if it were done. Everything that I have in my life has been a result of me being able to do that effectively.